going from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. I am your host, Akinlabi. Hold on, today is Friday the 6th of February 2026. Yes, we are at the end of the work week and I hope that you all are up, you all are not too tired from attending the interdepartment competition last night. We heard that it went into the wee hours of the morning. People celebrating and having a good time supporting their divisions. As we're talking about interdepartment, we want to give a congratulations to the winners from last night. And first we want to say congratulations to Miss Chevelle Williams. Congratulations to you, Chevelle, for winning the personality competition last night. Yes, you did very, very well representing the Division of Education, Research and Technology. And we also want to congratulate Miss Inisha James, or is it Inisha James? Inisha James from the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation, formerly the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, for winning the Calypso competition. We also want to say congratulations to Mr. Garfield Lashley for winning the title of most humorous, winning the category, for most humorous Calypso. Best social commentary and political commentary coming from Inisha James. Best road march type Calypso going to Kidani O'Connor, and best nation building Calypso going to Darius Reed. So we want to give our congratulations to all those persons. But in particular, we want to say congratulations to Miss Chevelle Williams and Inisha James. They're coming away with the personality and Calypso titles respectively. Viewers, I'm flying solo this morning because our very own Vanessa Ortiz was also a participant in the competition. So you know, she's exhausted from competing last night, so she wouldn't be able to be on set with us, and we're all very proud of the work that she did. And we see here on screen, if you could go back to it, guys, on screen here we have the winners of both competitions. Yeah, the prize money, it gone up. Prize money going up. World Festivals Commission, well, they're doing well for themselves, man. Prize money going up. That's a very good, because these persons put out so much hard work and they put out a lot of their own resources to really put out something of quality, and it's good that we see they're being properly rewarded for the work that they've done. All right, so viewers, we have to go for a short break, and when we come back, we start our discussions. We have a lot in store for you all. So whether it's on our Facebook Live or YouTube channel, 102 on AMPLIA, 121 and 130 on Flow, or 33 on Digital, we want to thank you for making Tobago Updates our #1 television station in Tobago. And we ask you to do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back after these messages.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
coming up. Fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Tobago, it's Carnival. The Vibe, the event space formerly known as Shade, for the court Tobago, says, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwang@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Who said the elderly can't have fun too? We're talking good food, proper music, lots of games, and a day at the beach they will never forget. From the time we left the compound at Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, the vibe was already established. Wheels up and seatbelts on. Watch now, when we touched down in Pigeon Point, everybody was ready for excitement. But before anything could take place, we had to secure bellies. You ever play bingo by the beachside? Well, that was the first activity on the roster, and boy did these seniors have fun. However, others wanted something more physical, so we brought out the ring toss, and not even arthritis could have stopped them. Well, I was blown away at how straight these people were. Are you sure this is a home for the elderly? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but nothing beats the song of Good Steel Pan by the shores while we take a dip in Tobago's finest water. Wait, more food again? This is my type of event. The energy was amazing and nothing short of a blessing. Pick up Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, because joy doesn't retire, laughter doesn't age, and memories like these last forever.
To a stranger.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show, and we have here a traffic report for you all, a live traffic report from Wilson Road. As you can see, the roads are clear. Yes, persons might be a little tired from inter-department last night, so they're taking a while to come out onto the roads. It's 7:22 a.m. You can see the roads are clear. A little bit of traffic piling up from west to east along the Claude Noel Highway. We can see the lights now to go, going from east to west, and it's still fairly clear on the roads, so you should make your way out, make your way to work, drop your children to school so that you can be early for the final work day of the week. Yes, and you're getting a clearer view going up to Rockleyville traffic lights, but the highway is clear, and that is your traffic report for now. So I have in studio with me two very special people who have come to talk about something that we're not too familiar with in Tobago, but they are very much heroes in their space, in their discipline. And that's Ms. Vicki-Ann Gittins-Yearwood, who's a registered phlebotomy technician with the Tobago Regional Health Authority, and Mr. Kwame Apenteng, who is a medical lab technician 3 with the TRHA, and they're here to talk about celebrating unsung heroes. They're coming to celebrate phlebotomists. I think this is World Phlebotomist Week, if I'm not mistaken, or it's upcoming.
Upcoming.
Good morning and welcome to you all.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
No problem. So firstly, for those who may not know, explain what a phlebotomist is.
Okay. Good morning, Akinlabi. Good morning to the viewing public. So I'm just going to take the opportunity here to just spell the word, because we realize that a lot of persons not familiar with us yet, although we have been on the scene, I would say, over 16, 17 years in the Tobago Regional Health Authority, yet still persons come and ask, what is the title? So the spelling of the word is Phlebotomist. And a phlebotomist is a trained healthcare professional who collects blood samples via venipuncture. So venipuncture is by your veins, or capillary puncture by finger stick. And we collect blood samples for laboratory testing, diagnosis, research, donation, stuff like that. We also have other duties because, of course, we are laboratory staff. So we are trained in laboratory functions, so data entry, health and safety and infectious control, stuff like sample handling and stuff like that. But basically, we draw blood from patients.
Okay.
Yeah?
And what is the training like to become a phlebotomist?
It's actually very comprehensive. And we do have both theoretical and practical courses. We study stuff like anatomy and physiology of the body, safety and infection control, patient care and communication, medical terminology and documentation, among other things. So we would do theory because, of course, we work in a medical healthcare setting. So you must learn, about basic stuff like that. You must learn how to communicate and how to calm patients and stuff like that, because it's not a easy thing for some persons to have blood drawn, actually most persons. Of course, the practical aspect of it is very important and very key, and we spend a lot of time on practical because we are skilled workers. So, you must learn the craft, learn about different devices, how to find the vein. So persons would sometimes say we are vein detectives, and yes, we are vein detectives. So, all of that, among other things. So after the training, you do your exam. You have 2 exams basically at the end. So you would have your exam from the institution of choice that you chose. And of course, you would have to also do your exam most of the time with American Medical Technologists to become registered internationally.
Okay, and after you've finished all these exams and qualifications, where can a phlebotomist work?
Right. So, of course, in the healthcare setting, private and public hospitals, you can work in nursing homes. You also can work in organizations like maybe insurance companies that may require a phlebotomist to be on hand if they have to do blood testing and stuff like that. So there are many opportunities for us, and we also are internationally known. So there are opportunities for phlebotomists outside of Trinidad and Tobago as well.
Okay, and I want to come to you now, Mr. Apenteng. Just explain to the public, what is a medical lab technician? How does your job work in hand with the phlebotomists?
All right, good morning, everybody. Medical lab technology is a very comprehensive profession. It entails a wide range of disciplines, hematology, immunohematology, which we call blood banking, histology, microbiology, of which I'm a specialist. The emphasis is more on the phlebotomy, so let me put more focus on them. The lab requires a battery of analytes, okay, and again, samples from patients. And so the quality of the sample would indicate the quality of the results that is produced by the lab is dependent on the quality of the sample that is brought to the lab. And that is where phlebotomists become very significant in terms of teamwork. I must say that, as my colleague was saying, phlebotomy has, gone through different processes. There's always been a perception that there's a link between disease and blood. People have always been fascinated about blood. So if you look at medieval times, they would have always had the impression that if somebody is not well, the likelihood that the person can be well is by taking the blood sample, either letting it out, which eventually will let out the sickness, or also by normal treatment with medication. And so before professional phlebotomy came into existence, they had different ways of taking out the blood, which is called bloodletting. So they would have even used things like, scalpel blades. They would have also used things like, you can imagine medieval times as they were taking blood samples. In fact, there's even a school of thought that they will use leeches. I'm not sure if you know what leeches are. So what they would do is that they would just put the leeches at the spots where they would want to let the blood, and then when the leeches come up, then they would take the blood from the leech. But the quality of these samples were not anything to be desired of. So that is why having trained phlebotomists in the lab is very significant, because we receive the samples. We receive a bevy of samples, different type of samples. Of the most significant among the samples is blood. So that is where they come in. Whatever they give us is what we are going to work on it. So you can imagine if the sample they bring is not high quality. Not only are they only known for bloodletting, but they are also trained in terms of safety, in terms of quality control. In fact, they play added roles like being able to operate what we call point of care machines, which is readily available machines that in case a patient is brought in for emergency purposes, you can quickly do a troponin, you can quickly do a test to indicate what is readily wrong with the patient. So we have, there's a connection between phlebotomy, like my colleague even said earlier on. They are also trained to even work in the front office to receive samples, to also do data entry. And the general well-being of a laboratory is, there's a chemistry between laboratory staff and phlebotomists as well.
So, Mrs. Zia, we're getting Ziawood. I want to ask you, for persons who might be asking, they're hearing all of this and it's saying, but nurses used to draw blood before. Why phlebotomists now?
So I think everybody, has their roles and responsibilities, and of course, nurses' hands are full already with, patient care. So it's more about, support. So we are support staff. So if we come into play, then you take the load away from the nurses, and we are skilled workers. So we pay more attention with, the drawing of blood and the quality and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say, yeah.
Okay, well, I know that you all are here to talk about Phlebotomist Week, it is, right?
Phlebotomy Recognition Week.
Phlebotomy Recognition Week. But viewers, we have to go for a short break, and when we come back, we delve into Phlebotomy Recognition Week, and we talk about the activities that they would have planned for the upcoming week. So do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back after these messages.
You come in. Long time I see you, Jill. This station pumping. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yes, total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kira and Kayla? I thought it was your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two better know what time it is. It's only me, I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
How it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna. Look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Tobago, it's Carnival. The Vibe, the event space formerly known as Shade, for the court Tobago, said, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show, and we continue our conversation about Phlebotomy Recognition Week. And we're just going to talk to Ms. Gittins Yearwood here, and just to find out what are some of the activities planned for the week. Just tell us firstly, when is the week running from, and the activities that you all have planned.
So the world celebrates Phlebotomist Recognition Week from the 9th of February to the 13th. So that's from next week, Monday. And of course, we celebrate with the world. Our theme this year is Phlebotomists Drawn to Help Others. So we do have activities because we, want to build awareness about the phlebotomist and, educate the public and just let everybody, be more knowledgeable about us. So we would have presentations at the hospital outpatient department this week. We would engage clients at each area because we do service areas across the Tobago Regional Health Authority. So we would have like trivia questions to patients, engage the public more to just, sensitize them. They may not know some of the answers, but of course, when you get something and you're not sure, then we would educate you after. So we would have trivia questions and maybe little puzzles, giveaways and stuff like that for clients and patients.
Do you all have any plans of moving outside of the medical system in terms of outside of the hospital, outside of the healthcare centers? You will plan to go into schools, probably set up a tent in the mall right here, some sort of thing like that?
Not this year. So, you know, we're keeping it localized to the health centers because we do reach a number of persons there. So we do service areas. We operate from the Roxborough Hospital, Scarborough Hospital, Oncology Department, Health Promotion Clinic, Canaan Health Center, Scarborough Health Center. So in those areas, when persons come to us, we would reach to them and sensitize from there and stuff like that. Not this year, maybe you know, in other years to come, because we do celebrate Phlebotomy Week yearly.
No, I know things like this, departments have very tight budgets for things like this.
Yes.
Extremely tight. But a person's going to look forward to any kinds of prizes or giveaways, any trinkets or anything like that?
Yes, we actually do have a few giveaways. So stuff like when we do the trivia, or maybe when we do the presentation, we will ask a few questions to see, you know, what knowledge patients would have learned, and we would give one and two few tokens of appreciation to one and two.
Okay, so you're going about this trivia and that kind of thing. Do you have specific information that you want the public to learn about phlebotomy?
Well, of course, I think, we're still working up the questions and stuff currently, so I can't give you like specific questions that we would have there, but we would put stuff and we would make it easy enough because we know not very many persons are aware of us, and we would make it easy enough that they would be able to answer questions, yeah?
Okay, do you have any closing statements you'd like to make to members of the public? You can look into this camera right here and make a closing statement, encourage them, that kind of thing.
So we just want to encourage the public that, you know, phlebotomists, you can trust us. We are skilled workers. We are the face of the lab, the frontline workers of the laboratory. You can trust us. We are skilled. And then we know persons is not something that you like a lot, and you may have a phobia and you have a fear. Just reach out to your phlebotomist and we will take the time just to, you know, make you more comfortable with the process, and trust us. We are skilled professional persons. Yeah?
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Vicky Ann Gittins Yearwood, who's a registered phlebotomy technician with the TRHA, as well as Mr. Kwame Apenteng, Medical Lab Technician 3 for the Tobago Regional Health Authority, talking about celebrating unsung heroes and bringing awareness to Phlebotomy Recognition Week. Viewers, we have to take a break, and when we come back, we continue our program. So do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back after these messages.
Tobago, the sun is rising. And so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Tobago, it's Carnival. Dubai, the event space formerly known as Shade, Tobago, said, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwang@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Who said the elderly can't have fun too? We're talking good food, proper music, lots of games, and a day at the beach they will never forget. From the time we left the compound at Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, the vibe was already established. Wheels up and seatbelts on. Watch now, when we touched down in Pigeon Point, everybody was ready for excitement. But before
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Testing. Class is in session, children. All rise. Thursdays are for spelling. So to spell, we must. And I promise to keep the vocabulary very simple before anybody kick up a fuss. Whatever today's word is, the Piro would spell it for you in only a way a Pyrogonad can do. Order! It is clear that all you want me to perform outside of my usual character. I said stand up. Good. Now sit. Open your textbooks to chapter 10. Take out your ruler, notebook, pencil, and pen. My name is Madam Peru, sent here by the Division of Education as your teacher, hot gal, and a pulchritudinous figure all at once. I shall not refer to myself as the big dog before anybody say I dunce. It is not uncommon for me to break out in a little dance here and there. After all, grooving is part of my flair. Can anybody see and read the word on the board up there? Tortish, meaning when common sense leaves your body and confidence stays behind. I'll use it in a sentence. Making teachers wait for back pay. It's not being strategic. That's being tortish. When given the authority, police and licensing officers giving a ticket to an ambulance, it's not being strategic. It's being tortish. Class, next word. Galavant. Anybody? Any takers? Meaning? I like a verb.
Ooh, excellent.
Like in carnival.
The class started to think.
Granny said I noise.
Noise? Carnival is not noise. Carnival is organized rebellion. Let me rewire the Piro to the future. Galavanting.
I feel the woman and a 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 woman.
To spell, but you know to why? This generation can make me lose my mind. Forget about Galavant. Last word. Papi show. Papi show. Making a fool out of someone or something. Audience, all you know different words have different meaning, right? But some words have an extra sting. I would use multiple sentences to help you understand this word. Attention is the code. A coconut vendor racking up $19,000 in road fines is Papi Show. Politicians making promises on their campaign and disappearing and leaving you in pain is
Happy show. Stepping down as leader of the party today. And changing their minds tomorrow is happy show. Excellent. Now that you all get the gist, can anyone use it in a sentence before class is dismissed?
Me. The bookman posing as the leader, and now the student become the teacher. That is happy
show. Hey, it's that boy. Hey, it's Uncle Dennis. It's Mr. Dennis. The last word to the matters is Mr. Dennis for you. It's Mr. Dennis for you. Hey.
And that was a teacher moment by the Division of Education, Skills and Innovation. Make some.
And that was the winner of the THA Interdepartment Personality Competition, Chevelle Williams, representing the Division of Education. And now we're going to show you the winning Calypsonian, Miss Ainisha, who is from the Division of Works. Yes, the Division of Infrastructure, and I believe it's Urban Development. We're going to bring you over to that performance right now.
You use Calypso to deliver that message for you. Was I who pitched the idea of making Trevor a king? Cause when I searched Tobago, there is no other fitting. The man don't care two boots about the assets of this island. Every time he make a move is a set on litigation. Disregard the EMA, the bill at stage in the sea. Even bill a highway on private property. It's best we make Tobago like the British monarchy. That was the proposal that I put to Folly. Hail Trevor for king. Who is King Trevor? The people wanted to know who Trevor for king. Hail Trevor for king. Who is King Trevor? And some of them asking who for King Trevor. A lot of people don't know he's a son of Tobago. So hail Trevor for king. Hail for King Trevor. Trevor boy, you leave us in infrastructure and you get a whole new division for yourself, but we're hailing you tonight still. Construction was quite nice, a big wall and swimming pool, even buy a new Prado to drive around looking cool. But what about your loan payment from your credit union? Tenants getting letters, they now facing eviction. You wasn't thinking about that because you're large and you're in charge. Fly all the way to China with your female entourage. You beat up your chest in the yard about your new audition. Well, you better check your partner to help you with a prayer plan. Hail Trevor for king. Who is King Trevor? The people wanted to know who Trevor for king. Hail Trevor for king. Who is King Trevor? And some of them asking who for King Trevor. A lot of people don't know he's a son of Tobago. So hail Trevor for king. Hail for King Trevor. Yes, Trevor. We're hailing you tonight, Trevor. Yes, Trevor. Yes, Trevor.
viewers, and now it's that time to celebrate with those who are celebrating with us. It's time for our birthday shout-outs. Yes, yeah, and at Tobago Updates, we want to celebrate. Whatever you're celebrating, send us your information and we will celebrate with you. Today's lone celebrant is Miss Suzette Walters. Happy birthday to you, Miss Suzette Walters. We want to thank you very much for... we wish you happy birthday, sorry. We wish you happy birthday. And God's richest blessings. Today's a special day. We know that you're going to celebrate today and throughout the weekend. We pray that you take some time off to reflect on what God has done for you in this life and that you move forward with keeping Him close to you. All right, viewers, unfortunately, we have come to the end of the morning show, but the Tobago Updates programming continues. We have GMT up next, so do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. GMT is up next.
All who believe one King Trevor, let's hear Trevor some more. Listen, this they said the chief can't fire you because you have dirt on him, and you know all who doing all kind of ratchet feel, all who have dirty money and who just doing it for fame. But when you get your money from to hire a private plane, that's why the chief must be thinking quick on his feet. Cause when the police come around, it's just not to meet and greet. You better choose the right words, choose them carefully, cause you might just have the answer. Who is the baby daddy? Hail Trevor for King. Who is King Trevor? The people wanted to know who Trevor for King. Hail Trevor for King. Who is King Trevor? And some of them asking who Trevor for King. Hail Trevor for King. Who is King Trevor? And some of them asking who Trevor for King. Good night, Parade Grove. Hey! Trevor for King. Hail Trevor.
Today we are proud to officially open the Roxville Policy Club Computer Room, a space that represents growth, opportunity, and our commitment to empowering our community through education and technology.
Today's initiative that is once again being supported by the Digicel Foundation is indeed a record-breaking success. Not everybody can be able to buy a computer, and even though they buy a computer, some of them don't have internet, and there will be a space, a safe space where they can come and do their homework and to be able to do their SBAs and to be able to ensure that they have a starting chance in life.
At Panjambago, we often speak about Panyard model. A Panyard is not just where music is played, it's where discipline is learned, talent is shaped, teamwork is built, and young people is guided in a safe space and positive environment. This exactly is what Technology and Education Center represent. Just as a Panyard brings young people together around steel pan, this center brings them together around technology to learn, to explore, and to prepare for the future.
I am truly thrilled to be here with you today as we celebrate the opening of another Technology in Education Center, the 4th Thai Center in Tobago. Through this program, we aim to bridge the digital divide by expanding access to technology and the internet in communities that need it most. And with the invaluable partnership of Panjambago, we have been able to go a step further, embedding technology within Panyards.
Just to say to the young people and all the persons who will be accessing this facility, you need to show ownership of it. take care of it. And I suppose that in the not too distant future, knowing Mr. Hazel and the Polish Youth Club, they're going to expand on it when they look at how many persons are accessing it.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Why I like coming to Junior Panorama because I enjoy hearing the steel band. You know, it's just a beautiful song, the national instrument, I just enjoy being it, you know. I love the song.
Yes, Pan is life, Pan is love, Pan is everything. When it should come, that's what I say. Blue still! I like the music. I like Pan. I like noise. I like the vibes, and I feel like a lot of young people that's come out, and typically young people don't come out to support Trinidad's culture. So I typically like it because it brings all of us out.
I think it's a difference to see the children enjoying themselves, because I graduated and I never really played pan and stuff, but I was always interested in the culture and things like that, and seeing children embrace the culture and wanting to be a part, even though, you know, we have a bit of mix-up this year. But, you know, it's just good to see that everybody still wants to come out and support and be there to embrace the culture and keep it pushing and keep it alive.
3 Hanyards, 3 steel bands, 3 arrangers. Come with us on this journey to the finals of the National Junior Panorama 2026.
For health and strength, and we give you thanks, O Lord, for bringing us this far. You would send your Holy Spirit upon us in a mighty way. We ask you, O God, that you would touch each and every player in this band, that you would give them steady hands, O God, that they would be able to give the performance of their lives. And everyone say, Amen.
If you've been following us with our Juniors of Steel series, you'll know where we are. We are right here at the Queen's Park Savannah, Port of Spain, for the finals of the National Junior Panorama 2026. And we're here on the drag. Cats and Jammers youths are getting ready to go stage side as they'll be appearing in position number 1. We have 3 bands here this evening in the under 21 category. So we're taking you stage side. We are here at the Queen's Park Savannah for the National Junior Panorama Finals 2026.
We're going retro, and it's that in Jamtown
with a kettle hot.
Let's put our hands together and give our lovely Trinidad welcome to band number 1, Cats and Jammers Youth.
I'm just very glad everything worked out perfect today, and the experience was very good, and I hope to arrange for many more years.
From Pan Camp straight into Jammers Youth, so wonderful, great performance, very proud of them, very proud.
Right after the prelims, we were kind of disappointed with the results, but nevertheless we came out and put our best. Hopefully, you know, we went up.
This was my first experience, and this first experience I felt so good, and I just felt to dance up myself a little, and it helped to relieve.
My heart is so full, right? Seeing Kush, my big son, doing the arrangement from since Kush was probably a little older than Jaden, right? And to see Kush and now Jaden doing that same thing, my heart is so full. I'm my And I know that Jadon is looking up to Kirsch. Right? Kirsch is a role model to him, and his aim is to be better than Kirsch. And I know he is going to be better than Kirsch. I am sure and proud of that. Right? But I'm really, really happy.
Number one, nobody can beat me. I sure about that. Sure about that.
It was a great experience. This is my second time within the last 10 years working with youths where Panorama is concerned. And I can say that Uptown Fascinators is a band, the youth band. I don't watch out for the band, they're just as dangerous as the seniors.
The team keeps surprising me because since we started training some of them who never played Pan in November and seeing them perform on the big stage, trust me, that feeling so incredible.
I'm sure that Amari is great. I can't even explain it. Castle cool enough from the experience. He was one of my best, one of my favorite. And tune was just sweet tune. See though? He put his foot in the tune, his hand, his neck, his heart, he back, he put everything in the tune.
For first time, I mean, it's hard, but gradually as you go along, you'll get it. And I personally find being the first time on stage in front of all them people, it was scary, yes, but I actually had a lot of fun. It was a moment to remember for sure.
When we heard that we came into the finals,
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Getting a glimpse of what the traffic looks like on the Claude Noel Highway. A free flow of traffic, and that's the area Wilson Road traffic lights. So traffic is running east to west. The traffic heading in the east, you see a bit of a delay, but at the traffic light intersection, you see a free flow going both east and west. So if you are not at work, and you should be, it is after 8 a.m. unless you're a shift worker and you're going in for later, you really should be in the office at this time. So let's see if you can get there and, save some minutes, but you are late this morning already. So, not too bad, but if you look further on your screen, you see the traffic there is at a standstill. But again, once you get that green light, the traffic is flowing. So viewers, if you're on the road this morning, that's the advice there. You see what's going on and you can plan accordingly. All right, viewers, so it is Friday, the 6th of February. Can you believe it? Yeah, we were just talking about January and we are into February, and again, it's moving fast and furious. I know many of you were out, even our crew. They pulled an all-nighter because many of them are in studio this morning after being at the interdepartment competition last evening, and we heard the winners. So congratulations to all of you who just were brave and bold enough to take the stage and represent your departments. You had your crews backing you, the t-shirts, the colors, everything. It's something that a lot of people look forward to. Of course, there are comments in terms of the quality and content coming out of the show. I know the last 2 years, many persons were taken back in terms of the lyrics and how lewd it may have seemed in some of the songs coming out. Is interdepartment something for the family? Is it just for adults? I know rules were given this year. I don't know what the rules were and if they were followed. But for the organizers to continue to always evaluate, encourage participants to bring their A game, and for, it's a good time for camaraderie and to bring all the departments and the employees of the THA together. So again, to all of you who were brave and bold enough to take the stage, congratulations. Even if you did not place, you're a winner in my book because you took that stage and made it your own. And of course, our very own Renessa, who performed as well. She not only represented her division, but she represented us here at Tobago Updates, and we're always proud of her. So viewers, let's get right into it this morning. We have a guest who many of you are familiar with, but I think our younger ones may not be so familiar. So of course, you're going to get to know who our guest is this morning, and that's Miss Eudine Job, politician, attorney at law, lecturer, you name it, former minister. So we'll get to know a little more about her just for our viewers who are not familiar with Miss Eudine Job this morning. Miss Job, good morning and welcome to GMT.
Hi, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Of course, this morning, just for the benefit of the viewers who may not know, I mentioned a bit of your former portfolios so that they would understand who you are. And of course, as I mentioned, our older viewers would be quite familiar with you. You served, as a member of parliament for Tobago East. You would have sat in various ministerial roles, whether it was as minister or as advisor, even within the Tobago House of Assembly as well. I know your background is business and tourism, and of course you have always advocated for women and the equality of women in the workplace, etc. All right, so a lot of things are happening, and of course you are currently an attorney at law. So this morning, Ms. Job, I want to ask you, of course, with the many hats that you wear, from, classroom to parliament, looking back at your journey, and as we're building, who you are for our viewers who are not familiar with you, looking back at your journey, what would you say was one of your North Star accomplishments, if I can put it that way? Something that you feel really proud about as you would have been more active and more in the forefront of Trinidad and Tobago politics.
Thank you. That's a tall question, but being an attorney at law for me is my singular achievement, because I've always wanted to be an attorney at law from the time I was 6-7 years old. But the journey was a circuitous one. I went from public servant into politics. Never thought about politics, was never in my dream book, but somehow well, in terms of politics, when I came back from studying, I decided that I wanted to do strategic planning, which is part of my portfolio. And so I wanted to join at first Mr. Charles, but then that wasn't possible. So I ended up going to the PNM and offering my service as a strategic planner, really, and not active politics. However, long story short, when the election of 2000 rolled around, the PNM just couldn't find anybody to put in the seat. They went to a whole bunch of people and they refused. And then they came to me and I said, boy, I don't know what this thing, because politics was never on the focus. And eventually after I did a lot of soul searching and prayers and whatever. And eventually I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. It was an uphill battle, but the people of Tobago East eventually, after the second time, would have given me their mandate to be their representative. And that to me was phenomenal, because my normal persona is helping people. And I hope I did well in that regard for the people who elected me to serve. Yeah. So,
Right, thank you.
so
Thank you.
then from there, yes.
Yeah, you can go ahead if you would like to share more.
Oh Lord, no, you're not talking about myself as
I know a lot of people are uncomfortable speaking about themselves, but as I shared, we wanted our younger viewers to have a context and of course to reintroduce you to them.
All right. So then, during my political career, it spanned all of 6.5 years. I did 3 elections. I did an election in 2000. 1 and 2002. As a matter of fact, in the 2001 election, Tobago East seat actually brought the PNM, well, not into power, but we had the 1818. And that seat was Tobago East.
Right.
Because Tobago East never voted PNM for at least 20-something years. Okay. And then A.N.R. Robinson, rest his soul, he would have talked about streams into rivers and then appointed Mr. Manning. And that is how he got into office. Then I was appointed Minister of Tourism. And then eventually, after this next election, I was working with Joan Yule Williams. And then somehow I was elected to the chairwoman of the Regional Women Parliamentarians by the CARICOM, Caribbean, Latin America, Caribbean, and the Caribbean Women Association parliamentarians. And so I represented the Caribbean on the steering committee, which had their base in London. And it was a very, very, very telling experience. So, it was really, really
excellent. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And of course, you would have entered Parliament under the People's National Movement, as you shared, but you are, and I don't know if it's are or were, political leader as well of the Movement for Transformation. Is that a political entity?
The Movement for Transformation.
Yes. Is that an entity still around or?
No, because when we did that, it was I believe Tobago needed another entity. However, I don't think the country is ready for a third political force. And after the first resounding defeat, I decided to, let it go and allow the people to do what they feel they want to do. So one of the things, though, that I am very concerned about, and which on my journey as Movement for Transformation, I looked at campaign financing, and for me, that is one of the worst things that can happen to politics. People just have their jerseys and the big trucks and the whatever, but they don't know how these things come. And clearly, who pays the piper actually calls the tune.
Right.
And so campaign financiers are the ones who would actually benefit from any government being in office. Growing up under Dr. Eric Williams, we never knew about campaign financing. Everybody bought a jersey or put on a spray paint, a balize or something. Now it has become official, where everybody wants a jersey, and I said to people, at the end of the day, when you want the jersey and the big truck, that is what you're getting. Because when these people go into office, what is going to happen is that they got to pay the piper. So that is my philosophy about politics, and I have no intention, if as head of a political entity, entering into that kind of arrangement, because at the end of the day, the people suffer.
Right. And coming out of the most recent THA elections, we saw that the divisions were restructured, some of them. In the most instances, just various departments would have shifted to others for a better alignment, according to the Chief Secretary. What's your thought on how you would have seen some of these alignments or realignments? Do you think it is something that we can look forward to in terms of making governance more effective on the island?
I don't think the number of divisions is going to fix our problem, would fix our problems. What we have an issue with is implementation, and government has to be strategic. I don't think we are that. We promise, we do a whole manifesto of promises that definitely they cannot keep, and therefore, how are they going to implement? First and foremost, they need money. And if I am correct, the country seems to be struggling right now economically. So where is the money coming from to implement these things? And what are your priorities really? So having large cabinet or a large THA is not going to help us. What we need is would be the implementation of our projects. So in my own estimation, my first thing would, okay, let me take it back to the blue wave. Okay, so the blue wave came and the blue wave cannot function. Tobago is at a standstill. I haven't been to the grocery, but my friends who went said, when last you went to the grocery, girl, the shelf them empty. I said, well, that is what is happening. So how do we prevent that? How do we prevent if the umbilical cord of the ship from Trinidad fails us? What happens to us? What happens to us in our hospitals? Because we are still sending people. What happens with our ability to feed ourselves? And so what really are the important issues for Tobago at this point? And our important issues to become self-sufficient.
Right.
And
Do
if
you
self-sufficient means getting our own vessel, yes, so. And then let's focus on agriculture. Let's focus on tourism. Let's see what we can do to get these things
right. So do you
operating.
think this is where the conversation of Tobago's autonomy comes in? Because you're talking about Tobago buying its own vessel, taking more control. So do you think this is where the conversation that has always been going around in circles, and a lot of people, even in Trinidad, don't understand what autonomy is and what it would mean for Tobago. So do you think this is where the conversation again has to come in, and it is something that Tobago really needs to be given?
To be honest with you, I really don't know what Tobago's autonomy is at this moment, because I am not satisfied with what is being put out there. Yeah. So what does Tobago autonomy mean? We can hire experts. We can fix our agriculture. We can do all these things. The money comes from Trinidad, we know. So if we want something like a ferry for Tobago itself, like this barge or the barge or something like the Blue Wave, why can't we just ask the government, look, this thing has to be located here, and a good one. We don't want one that's 60 years old and then the next day it reach here, it can't work. I don't know what happened to the Blue Wave. Unfortunately for all of us, we can't get much of our goods and services. So autonomy for me doesn't even resonate right now. We have autonomy. Let us fix Tobago. We can fix it. And I work directly with Mr. Robinson as a public servant. And the plans and the projects and stuff that he would have articulated at those meetings, they are still valid for Tobago. And, there was one time they were saying the vessels that bring the materials to Trinidad, why can't they come to Tobago and then go to Trinidad to drop off whatever? I don't know how to fix that, but somebody should be able to tell us, well, how we could get that done. Is it something with the port? We have the large cruise ships coming in here now. What is it? How can we fix this? How can we fix Scarborough? I mean, look at Scarborough. As a visitor, if I come to Scarborough on a Sunday, garbage all over the place. boxes and boxes of fast food all over the place. Yeah? So why don't we tax these fast food outlets? Because they are contributing to waste. That will give the assembly some money, hopefully. Yeah? Why don't we look at our agricultural sector and how we can go into tertiary production? Why can't we do that? We used to do it long time. Tobago used to be the breadbasket at Trinidad. Now we're getting food from St. Vincent. We had to go and line up on the Port of Spain jetty. Why? So the question is, I may not have all the answers now, but the questions are there. And these are the things that we need to look at. I mean, autonomy, that is to me the whipping boy right now. And for me, it doesn't really make any sense at this moment. Because if you have autonomy, you need money. Okay? Where the money coming from? You're trying to get some money from Trinidad, and if you and the government or the Trinidad government are good, they will give you something extra. That's not supposed to be. So we in Tobago, apart from just shouting autonomy, let's just try to get some things working in this place. Let's stimulate the Tobago economy.
Right.
Let people start spending their money here. We have so many talents that we could use. Why are we not using them? And then in terms of development, I mean, I am one of my pet peeves actually would be how we develop our industry, tourism, as tourism is part of my training.
Before you go to tourism, Miss Jo, before we go to tourism, you know, you would have mentioned some of the issues in terms of what's happening on a Sunday, the garbage, you know, getting into Scarborough, but these are not issues that you know, came about overnight. It's been, you know, you've had former political parties who've had opportunities to fix things, to do things. And, you know, unfortunately for me, we're in a society where everything is politics. But we had governance before, you know, before PDP, before, you know, Tobago's People Party, there's PNM, there was. So what stops us from doing what we are supposed to do? How come when we are not, when I say we, the politicians, when their party is not in the seat of power, they have all the solutions, but when they were there or when they are there, the things aren't addressed? Because, I mean, here you are sharing, but, you know, we and you hear people talk about, and a lot of the old people, I listen to a lot of the senior citizens who I think have the experience of seeing Tobago's transformation, of living in a time where PNM, when they came into, because before we know that PNM could not win a seat, as you even mentioned, in Tobago, but there was that shift and PNM would have spent about 21 years in power. You know, has Tobago really benefited? Yes, there are always projects to be done, whether small or big, but has a movement over the years really benefited the people? Have we seen the development? You know, some of the ideas even you are sharing in terms of taxing maybe fast food companies who maybe help contribute to the waste we see, etc. You know, what really is it that the people in power can really, or had the opportunity to do and didn't do, and now, you know, everybody is saying what can be done?
And that's a good question. And because, I mean, I have been in the PNM for a few years, and the reason why I'm out is because they said they couldn't control me. Why do you want to control me? Because I am saying, look, this is what we voted for. We voted to do things for the people of Tobago. And if, like I said, the campaign financing is a crucial part of governance. Because when they win the election, the first thing is some big projects, some big projects, massive projects, and who gets that? And then our people, we are left here to do like the 10 days and the CPEP and all of that. Whereas we can do better than that. So I am not even talking about the Fali regime. I'm talking about the politics in Tobago in general.
Right.
And the PNM had an excellent chance to develop this island. They had enough money. They had money from Manning. They had money from Rowley. Look at Scarborough today. I worked with Stanley Baird, and he had a nice idea about, you know, the Scarborough development plan and so on. But I'm not sure what is happening right now. From the PNM, the London regime, to the Farley regime, I'm not sure. Well, granted, Farley only had 4 years, but he had 4 years to learn some things, and I'm hoping that in these 4 years that some things will happen. One of the things, again, that I want to see is that public servants need to work. I mean, I have gone to a couple offices, and I'm amazed at the attitude of public servants, some of
But
them.
no government can fix
We
that.
were not like that.
No government can fix that. We as
Of course you can.
individuals and systems in terms of homes, what we teach our children, etc. Because
Let me disagree
it doesn't
with you,
happen in the
because
private
systems
sector.
are there.
It doesn't happen in the private sector. When you work in the private sector, you do your work, else you go home.
Can I share with you? I'd been a public servant before I went anywhere. I started my job in the public service. Yeah, and it was not like that. We got to work for 8 o'clock, and we worked. And
so what has
days we had
shifted? Because you see, and that's what I'm saying, because it's the same policies are there. So it's not for the lack of policies. It's a shift in people's behavior. Can we blame the government for that? Are we blaming the government for that?
You're
Are we
blaming
blaming
the government? You're blaming the heads of departments. I mean, I worked with people like Welford Duke and Joan Wilson and Claude Job. You had to go to work, and you had to work. And there are systems. If you're not working, then we write you up.
So is it that our supervisors,
so everything is there.
Our supervisors are afraid to do their jobs? What's keeping them back? Because I would have worked, I remember just leaving school and working with Central Regional Health Authority. And if you did not get there on time, you saw the red line and the time and the admin's signature. So anybody come after that, you were recorded as late, and after a certain time a letter will come, you'll be called into personnel, etc. So is it that supervisors are not doing what they are supposed to do?
Well, I don't know what is happening there now, because I'm not in there. So the supervisors need to tell us why is it like that. And we had customer service training. I mean, at THTI, I remember as head of academic services, we offered customer service training free of charge, and people didn't take it up because it was going to interfere with the work, and we can't send them because young people. I'm not sure, but maybe the whole dynamics with social media and everything has changed. But I don't think, as we learned in primary school, first and foremost in initial stages, manners make it man, and you treat people with respect and courtesy. And I don't think that is something that we could compromise on at all.
Right. And Ms. Job, I just want us to pause for a cause here, because we must take a break. Viewers, when we return, we continue talking to Ms. Job. And I want us to, when we return, we just head back looking at the divisions and, the realignment of some of the various departments who were shifted into other THA departments. So viewers, we'll be right back.
I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong.
as Shay for the Port Tobago says, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is carnival.
Tobago, the sun is rising, and so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
You come in. Long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yeah, total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla? I thought it was your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
That live shot sponsored by Port Mall. We saw the traffic there on Milford Road a little bit, so you know if you're around what to expect. And of course, we continue our conversation with Miss Job. And Miss Job, I must tell you, we just have time for just about one more question because we have to make way for our next guest this morning. But I want us to just go back in terms of what our main conversation should be about in terms of the realignment or what we would have seen with the divisions. And you made it quite clear that you think the issue is people need to get their work done, right? And maybe it doesn't matter what you may want to call the divisions. But I want to ask, with the realignment, you would have seen, ComDev would now have other departments that may have been withheld. So you see a breaking up of some of the divisions that were very large. And coming from where you sit, a public servant, being into politics as well, do you think that this realignment in terms of now putting departments that may not have fit where they were will now allow people to get their jobs done? Could that have been a hindrance? To some point, to some extent.
Philosophy with
sure.
All right. No, I have a different philosophy because, see, we have to look at the roles of people. What is the role of the secretary? The secretary does not implement anything. You have all divisions have an administrative officer, and that person is responsible for everything. The secretary is the person who is responsible for the policy formulation. What are we going to do this year? What are we going to do next year, or whatever? So it doesn't matter how you configure your departments. Once you understand what you have to do, you will do your work. So when you take for example as works,
Yes.
I'm not too sure what the divisions of works are right now, but you have works division. What are the responsibilities for the division of infrastructure, public utilities? What is their remit? Okay, and so once you structure your departments properly with proper supervision and put round pegs in round holes and square pegs in square holes, I believe that we can get the work done. Okay, and people have to understand what they have to do. So it has nothing to do with how you rearrange the departments and where the departments go. And take for example health. We have a hospital. We need experts. We need the different experts that we need in our hospitals. And I know we have issues. They said that we don't have enough sufficient work for experts to do. But and I am subject to correction here because I'm venturing into an area that I know nothing about. But if a general a specialist surgeon or somebody is probably a general practitioner or a GP or whatever you may call them, before they get to the specialization field. And therefore, is there a possibility that these people, if we don't have sufficient surgeries or sufficient whatever it is it that they can be used in other areas? And I am happy to see the Roxborough Hospital up and running, and people are, giving the Roxborough Hospital a good name. Yeah. So my concern is not how you configure and reconfigure departments. If we do not have a proper structure in place, and if people do not understand what they have to do, then we still have problems. We worked Tobago with less than that. Tobago has not changed. The population has not even increased vastly from when I was growing up. So why do we need to do all this reconfiguration? And some people just need to work. And that's what it is. And two, in the time of A.N.R. Robinson, all his secretaries were in one place. Okay? It's like they had a kind of Downing Street arrangement. So all secretaries were located, I believe, stand subject to correction, they were located at Fairfield Complex, I think. And they were never in the offices. Somehow, when the secretaries were relocated, each secretary had offices now in there with the public servants. The secretaries became the administrator. And secretaries started involving themselves in things that they ought not to do. You have an administrator. That is the person. So if you stay in your Downing Street, Tobago House of Assembly, Downing Street arrangement, where you sit every day with each other and you are the policymakers, you make your policies, you do what you have to do over there, and then you communicate it to your divisions and hold them accountable. So if information, instructions are sent out and it is not done, somebody has to be held accountable. Who is that person? Would it be the secretary? Would it be the administrator? Who is it? Because right now the lines are very blurred as far as I am concerned.
And of course, I want to really thank you for your time this morning. We have to end here. And, the conversation was quite interesting. So again, thank you for sharing with us. And for viewers who our younger viewers who did not know who Miss Job is, of course, they know who you are now and would have heard, your contribution, not just to Trinidad, but to Tobago as well. So we continue to wish you all the best in your professional development as you continue to share with the younger generation as well, Miss Job. So thank you.
Thank you very much as well, and have a good day.
You too. All right, viewers, we go for a quick break, and when we return, we meet our next guest, Miss Melanie Forbes, sale coordinator at the Magdalena Grand. And you know, when we have the Magdalena Grand on air, it's definitely something grand to celebrate, to hear about, to talk about. So make sure you're right here when we return on the other side of this break.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
So another live traffic report sponsored by Portmore. This time we are on the waterfront, Milford Road, and you can see Lower Scarborough, a free flow of traffic coming in from the Garden Side area. But if you are on Milford Road trying to exit Scarborough, then you see the pace has slowed down there. But although we do have some movement, Usually the traffic is at a standstill. If you look to the top of your screen, you can see that traffic there, which is of course back to the intersection at Wilson Road traffic light. So if you're heading out of Scarborough from downtown or lower Scarborough, of course you would have that spillover there because of the traffic light timing. But more or less, if you are around town, it's not bad at all. We see Garden Side, a free flow, and of course for those in Scarborough, you know, a cruise ship has docked. So we do have visitors around us this morning. And as we go to the top of your screen, we're going closer to Wilson Road traffic lights, Plymouth Road, and you see a lot of cars. Yes, the traffic heading into east and west, of course, at the traffic lights, you see that standstill. They obviously have the red light, but we know it's usually backed up because so many of us are moving east and west, and the time is just about 8:53, and you have that traffic. So hopefully it will clear up soon and allow you to get to where you are going quickly and safely. All right, so this morning joining me is Miss Melanie Forbes, as I mentioned, Sales Coordinator, Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort. Melanie, good morning.
Good morning, Natalie. Thank you for having me,
Yes.
and good morning to your viewers.
And I must tell you, welcome, because usually we are being welcomed at the Magdalena, but you are here in studio with us this morning. And viewers, let me tell you, of course I prefer when we go to Magdalena, yes? So producers, work something out for us, all right? But of course, it's always a pleasure to have a conversation with you, Melanie, and to find out what we can expect. And we are in the month of February. What's so special about February? It's Valentine's Day month, if I can put it like that. And I know many people are planning. I see so many flyers around. And let's hear what the Magdalena Grand has in store for us for Valentine's. And then I know you're doing a talent search as well. You have the activities at the pub. So let's hear what's going on at the Magdalena. A lot is happening.
Yes, a lot is happening. We're in the season of love.
Yes.
And on February 14, that's Saturday, next Saturday, Magdalena Grand is hosting a very special Valentine's dinner. The Valentine's dinner would be hosted at the Kalina Fine Dining Restaurant.
Right.
It starts at 6:30 and goes until 10 p.m. And per couple, the cost is only $1,100, all taxes inclusive.
Right. And we know when Magdalena gives us a price, it's not a surprise at the end where the taxes were not included. So you can plan well and plan accordingly.
Yes. It's a 3-course dinner. And our chefs, they did their big one with this one because it is a very special menu. It's specially curated to celebrate love. And I know any couple that is interested would definitely enjoy this succulent menu we have
Right,
to offer.
and of course, viewers, we have had the opportunity to take you with us to Kalina Restaurant on some occasions when we would have done our shows there. So you know the ambience, you know the setup. And I know some of you have not made it there as yet. So now is the opportunity. And let me talk to my ladies. Some of you just wait for the guys to do everything. Come on, stop that. You can plan for that special man in your life as well and take him to dinner. Nothing is wrong with that. And I know some of you are rolling your eyes. Yes, right? You know the relationship you have. And if he's always doing for you, take the man out. Don't wait to be taken out. What's wrong with that? All right, $1,100. You could more than spend that on your very special someone. All right, and of course we heard about the appetizers, the entree, the dessert. Yes, dessert is included, right? And you would have seen the flyer on screen as well. And I am sure couples must make their reservations. Yes.
Yes, it's highly encouraged to make reservation. Actually, Kalina Restaurant is by reservations only.
Right.
So we ask persons to make a reservation early so that you won't be disappointed.
Yes.
And on the evening, a special couple, a lucky couple, would have the opportunity to win one night stay at the resort with breakfast inclusive for 2 persons.
Excellent. So not only will you be eating a special meal, but you have an opportunity. So you're spending your money And you could get something in addition to just an enjoyable evening, you know, for another time as well. So excellent. I want you to take us to the pub now. Let's talk about the happy hour.
Ooh, so Magdalena Grand hosts a happy hour. Actually, it's every day.
Okay.
From 5:30 to 6:30 at the Robinson Crusoe Pub. The happy hour, you get specials on shots, beers, and cocktails.
Right.
Today, Magdalena Grand will be hosting a talent search. And the talent search starts at 6. So we are encouraging persons. This would make the perfect after-work climb. Come across to Magdalena Grand, enjoy the happy hour from 5:30, then enjoy local talent from 6 and onwards.
Right, so the happy hour. So persons like me who don't consume alcohol, will I be accommodated during happy hour?
You will. There are specials on mocktails as well. And we also have a very special Crusoe menu where you or a few friends could enjoy appetizers at a discounted price as well.
All right, so there is something for everyone. And again, as Melanie mentioned, the happy hour is every evening from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Yes, it's called happy hour for a reason, guys. All right, so take advantage of that. And the talent search. Why is the Magdalena doing this talent search?
Well, the talent search is for us to develop a database of clients, of talent, that we can use for our internal events as well as suggest to our clients who are hosting events at the resort. So it's a great opportunity to get your name on our database so that in the instance we need talent or our clients need talent, we can call upon you.
All right, so this is an excellent opportunity to those of you who are listening, and you know you have, it may not be you, but you have that talented friend out there and you are hearing about this. It takes place this evening. So for those who want to be a part of that talent search this evening, Melanie, is there like a registration or they just show up and then register on site?
There is a registration, so you can go onto our social media platforms. You see the flyer. On the flyer, there is a QR code.
Right.
So you scan the QR code and you get access to the registration form. It's an electronic form, so you fill it out. We get the data. It's not too late to register. Registration actually would close midday today.
Okay.
So we encourage persons to head to our social media, scan the QR code, and register.
Right. And is it just you're looking for individuals, or can small groups also register?
Yes, small groups can register. We are looking for singers, dancers, instrumentalists, spoken word artists. Currently, we have registered a magician.
Oh, excellent.
So, once you think your talent is good and people would like it,
yes,
we're looking for you.
All right. And I know Tobago is full of talented people. So whether you're singing, dancing, you know, spoken word, you're playing an instrument, this is an opportunity for you to be part of something where you can showcase your talent and, of course, build your resume, because you're getting the experience and exposure if you are selected, and, of course, other opportunities may come your way. So, you know, check it out, and you get to perform in front of a live audience. So those of you who are heading down there this afternoon to the pub, of course, Robinson Crusoe Pub, you know, you also have a bonus this afternoon where you will have live entertainment. So Melanie, I want to just go back because I know a lot of people are focused on February the 14th, which is literally a few days away, and people are putting plans. That reservation number, or what number can they call to make reservations?
So you can call us at 660-8500, or you can send us an email at guest.service@magdalenagrand.com, or you can send us a direct message via our social media, Facebook or Instagram.
Right, so a lot of options to contact. And ladies, let me talk to you all again. Yes, I know we want to be pampered, but some of you have very good men out there, and let the man feel special too. You can cater to him as well. And I know sometimes when these holidays come about, these, special days, we sit, ladies, and we wait to see, let me see what he going and do this year. But you plan for the man. Come on, we like to fight for equality. Let me stir up some trouble this morning in the offices. Yes, guys, I'm on your side. I'm really pushing for you this morning, You talk about equality. Here's a time to be equal. Treat the man, let the man feel special on February 14th, and you can start right here at the Magdalena Grand. So, Melanie, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you and for you to share what's going on at the Magdalena. And I know, we're heading into Carnival. There's always something as well, so a lot is always happening at the Magdalena. And I know you have your diehards, I call them. There are some people who miss nothing, no event that is being held or hosted by the Magdalena Grand. So viewers, if you're looking for something and you just didn't get your hand on what you should do, here's an excellent option to celebrate that loved one for Valentine's. So viewers, this is all the time we have. It is time for me to say goodbye until we see each other. So next Friday, we know it's what we call Fantastic Friday, Carnival Friday. I will not be on GMT next Friday. I may pop in another day in the week, so you just have to look out to see if you will see me. If not, it's always a pleasure to run into you whenever we see each other in person. And let me remind us again, it is Friday. Yes, the weekend has started for many of us, and I will just encourage us to, look out for each other and remember that you are, in fact, your brother's keeper. So until the next time, have a beautiful and safe Friday.